Hi! So this is a very new style of video that I'm trying out. Basically what this is all of the roster moves that have happened during this roster mania so far that I'm going to be reacting to, kind of giving my own 1-2 on what I think about these moves. Some of them I think are great, some are absolutely stupid, but we'll get to that. I just wanted to say that because it is my first time trying this style of video, please let me know what you think of it, and if there's anything that I should change. And with that being said, enjoy the video. zAAz and Imperial Valkyries part ways. I think a lot of people are gonna hate this move because she's because she wears a headscarf. I can't remember what religion that is because I'm stupid. And I think a lot of people are gonna love her being gone just because of that. I mean, I will say Imperial Valkyries have been dog shit recently. Like, look at their other 4 players. They're all negative rating. Like, they got 2 out by 1 win, they got 2 out by Kono, they got 2 out by 9. They're like tier 2, tier 3 teams. I don't know what's been going on, but they've looked absolutely terrible. Heroic sign Grix. The Belarusian AWPer will fill the void left by Sanpai's departure. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is an upgrade. I know that's a really bold claim to make because he hasn't proven himself, but I really do think his ceiling is higher than Sanpai's from what I've seen. I've watched like 2 games where Grix played, but he's looked really, really good. And his rifling is also really, really good, which is something Sanpai's kind of struggles a bit with. The move continues heroic summer rebuild after the organization previously signed Tobiz from Mouse NXT. Yeah. And yeah, they're also bringing in Nilo. So they're going to be LNZ, Tenier, Youngstar, Grix, and Nilo, which has already been announced. From what I've seen, this kid's absolutely insane. I would not be surprised if this is like another Tenier situation where he just comes into tier 1 and just bodies everyone. Bad news, Ego set to disband. This one's just kind of sad, but it also makes sense given the way that the VRS system works. It's just like, it's very unforgiving for squads like this. This is technically their second disband, because first they disbanded after they got dropped by their orc guild, and then they split up into separate teams. When Fletcher and Synopsy went into the breach to play with Samuya, that didn't really work. Regon joined Big, he was one of the worst players there. And the other 2, I don't think were able to find a team, actually. Oh no, Scenari played on Drillas with the for the RMR, which was whatever. And GXX wasn't able to find a team because this AWPing in CSU has been absolutely like horrendous. It's been so bad. This one's huge. This is probably the biggest one yet. Na'Vi announced makazze promotion. Who is this for is the obvious question that everyone's asking for obvious reasons. And here's the thing. A lot of people think that it's for Ima because he's like arguably the worst performer right now, aside from Alexi. The thing is, he is the secondary caller, and we know that Na'Vi is very slow when it comes to replacing anyone that has any kind of say in their tactics. They're very slow at replacing IGLs or secondary callers, which makes me believe that it's going to be for JL, which would be insane if it is. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. JL was like their best rifler throughout all of 2024, major MVP and everything. He's just not like, he was the guy that was able to make the difference-making play in the middle of a round. He's not doing that anymore from what I've watched recently. So replacing JL would... It would make sense, unless they just register, like, makazze as a sub, and then he never actually gets promoted to the main team, which would be hilarious. Nilo returns to complete heroic roster. Very nice. This is very good. If they did not do this, I would have fucking hated heroic, I'm not gonna lie. Nilo, from what I've seen on his previous team, which I don't remember what it was Metasport. I think it was absolutely cracked. Yeah, 1.20 rating, which is insane. I don't know what role he plays. I have no idea. But I'm very excited to watch him in Heroic, especially with Grix there now as well. I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to Heroic's matches from now on. Okay, this is not a tier 1 thing, but there are ex-tier 1 players in here, so I want to talk about this. PARIVISION moved Qikert to the bench. So, this is interesting because, first of all, look at PARIVISION's fucking bench. It's so fucking massive. I'm pretty sure it's because every contract they give out to people is eons long. I think that's the problem. Because Jerry got benched ages ago. Alpha, I don't remember what happened with him. Art Frost got benched because they got Jame, which has been a clear upgrade. I say as they have the same rating, but that's besides the point. Bravas is just old and washed, and I don't know why they benched Qikert, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if this means that Jame is gonna take up IGL'ing again, and they're going to try and get a upgrade in firepower instead. I really do wonder. I honestly would not be surprised if that is the case. Okay, this one, no one cares about this, probably, but I just want to talk about this for like a quick second because this is something that's a bit more personal to me. NIP Impact replace Ramzan with Zana. I follow NIP Impact not super closely, but I am a supporter just because they have two Dutch riflers. They have Kiara and Naomi, so that's kind of why I'm, why I follow their games and shit. This is a very interesting lineup. How will this even work with Ping? I'm assuming she doesn't live in Portugal and Russia, right? Like, they live elsewhere. They live, they stay in boot camps together or whatever. Surely. This next one, I don't fucking understand. Wildcard, bench, phzy, and Stanislaw. So, to come back on the Stanislaw exploring coaching options. I don't understand this. Swedish sniper and Canadian captain are out of the active lineup. So this leaves Wildcard with JBA, Sonic, and Sus. Now, if we go to Wildcard's team real quick, we open up all of their stats and phzy. Sonic is a 105, Susp is a 102, JBA is a 101, and then phzy is a fucking 1 in 16. What the fuck are they benching this guy for? I don't understand. The only thing that I can assume, because there was also a quote. Yeah, this one. Sonic on peeping rumors. You don't know if you can trust the people around you who say you can trust them. This seems like internal issues for me, I think, is the reason for this benching. What I don't understand is phzy said came as a bit of a surprise getting benched. Obviously not what I wanted, but I respect the organization's decision, phzy said in a post on X. We had a very good run together and I'm proud of what we achieved. I'm still hungry to perform and play at the highest level. We'll see what's next for me. Like, I understand that sometimes, you know, stats aren't everything. I absolutely understand, but this move doesn't make any sense in the slightest. The only thing that I can assume is I have two options. The first one is that both of these are targeted by a different org and that they got bought out. That I can see happening. Like, they're gonna join a different team very, very soon because they got bought out. Then this makes sense. The other thing that I can assume is that it's internal issues and that phzy got benched first and then Stanislaw found out about it and he was like, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here. I don't want to stick around for whatever disaster this is. But, like, people have been saying that it's because of VRS issues, but they literally benched their Canadian IGL. I don't understand. And also, you have two Swedish people here. You could have just benched Susp and kept phzy. Or Sonic, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, I don't get this move at all. Like, I'm trying to think of any other possibility what the... Unless Wildcard benched them because they have an upgrade in mind, kind of like when PARIVISION benched Art Frost, who was a very solid AWPer for their team, and then they found out that it was because Jame got benched on Virtus Pro, and PARIVISION already had eyes on fucking Jame. Then I would understand it. Other than that, I do not understand this move at all. Hello. So I'm actually recording this while I'm editing the video. And literally just now, an article was released that has to do with the last part of the video. Wildcard targets Brazilian players to rebuild lineup. Changes are coming to the NA org. So they benched Stanislaw and phzy, who was their highest rated player and their AWPer. And apparently, so the reason they benched phzy and not someone else is because due to the recent addition of May as a sub-region, this does benefit Wildcard's chances of being an American team, since South Africa, which is the country that Sonic represents, is not one of the countries listed in MENA. Sonic's nationality will count towards the lowest priority region represented in the team, which is the Americas in Wildcard's case. Now, I feel like opinions on this are going to be kind of split, because it's... I don't want to say it's abusing the system, but it kind of is. But, like, it's not, but it is. What confuses me is that out of any Brazilian players, which, by the way, as we all know, Brazilian buyouts are fucking massive. They're literally, like, soccer levels of prices. So the players in question are Drop, Joda, and VSM. Now, I don't really know anything about these players. All that I remember is, I'm pretty sure VSM has been in some kind of drama before, I think, right? Or was that someone else? I can't remember. I remember there was some Brazilian team that got in a huge drama on Twitter, and then they got dropped by their org, but I can't remember if VSM was a part of that drama. It might have been someone else with a similar name. I've genuinely never heard of Joda before. XW7M. I might have seen him on like Imperial or MIBR at some point in a clip, but I've never watched their matches. Drop, I think I remember Drop on Furia at the Rio Major. I'm pretty sure. And again, people are saying like, why the hell are they targeting these players? But it's literally because if you want to go with Brazil, you have to go for players that are either very cheap or free, because you're not buying out a Brazilian player. Even though Wildcard is co-owned by literally fucking Amaranth, so thinking about it, they could probably acquire the money for the buyout. But I don't think you guys understand. Brazilian players are fucking expensive, which is why a lot of international orgs normally never go for them. Now, I really hope that no more news is gonna come out, because I want to get this video out and done and edited.
Please subscribe. 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 Please